Very easy to read jerseys. Always appreciate that.
Good for stream then for commentary.
Agreed.
Rain taking a shot into the corner of Venom there, into the left corner of Venom, able
Rain
to connect.
being the Saskatchewan 2 team.
And Venom, I believe, Ontario
Fourth, yes.
Okay, and they've made quite a few roster adjustments, picked up quite a few different people from, I think, different, maybe not provinces.
Poaching? Were they poaching people?
No, I think, I don't quote me on it, but I believe many of their original roster could not make it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right, play call being made now by the center player. No ball in hand. That's number 7 on the Reign team. That's Wilkinson. 4 players on Venom. Ooh, a tap out on number 13 on the Venom side.
Six v 3 players in Reign's favor here.
Reign coming in nice and hot in this first set. Looks like we have Venom coming up to take that.
Big catch by left corner on Venom there. Bring back a player and taking one off of Reign. A little bit of a momentum swing there for Venom in the first point of this match.
Definitely going to work in their favor. Shot going a little bit wide from the throw. On the Reign side, they have 4 players. They still have 4 players on the Venom side after that catch. So we're seeing a little bit of back and forth on both sides there. Ball going out of the way after the block, but it's going to put 4 balls in hand now for Reign. Coming up to the line after play call made, going for number 2. Pops up. And team catch. Sorry.
Bad luck there.
We were both excited about that one, but yeah. Not a team catch, but like it was a good catch.
Caught myself interjecting and interjected the interjection.
If you see something good, go for it. We're here to bring exciting dodgeball to the folks at home who couldn't make it here. Ooh, going for the catch, goes a little bit hard there, pops off the chest.
Good spot to place a shot. I mean, it's not the nice thing to do, but if you're throwing at a catcher, faces and laces, as they say.
Yeah, the accuracy was pretty good on that one, and then a sidewinder missile coming in for the knees, going for the block. It does hit. That was a really close call on that one too.
Last player standing here on Venom. Let's see what she's gonna do. Throwing last ball in hand, risky move, and pays for it.
They had 2 balls on the court. They were a little bit off to the side, and they were trying to go for it, but it looks like just going through the legs there, they weren't 100% able to contain that.
Normally you would see the last player, if it's their burden to throw, take a moment to collect those balls, maybe pass them off to the ball retrievers on the side so they can get quick access to them before picking up another one.
Definitely trying to strategize to see if they were going to make themselves vulnerable or not. And looks like they managed to get out of the way of that one. Still full lineups off of the rush. No one gets eliminated. Play call being again made by Wilkinson there, team captain for Reign, going in and trying to take out the secondary guards on the Venom side, and then Elmer being eliminated on the Reign side.
Venom, I think they're the original roster based out of North Bay, Ontario, playing together for 2 years. Captain is number 24, Noel Amiot, which I believe is the one in the middle who almost made that face catch earlier.
Almost, yeah. Nice jump out of the way there from number 4, Pascal, playing in that guard position on the Reign side. 5 players still for Reign, 4 balls in hand, burden to throw as the ref counts it down.
Big fakes.
Yeah, a lot of fake shots. And the counter from Pascal, that's gonna take out number 43, Elsliger for Venom. Just wanna make sure I got that right.
Yeah. Hessliger often plays in that wing and is known to take that counter and be ready for the catch, but better placement on the punish today, tagging her out.
Yeah, I think we might see a couple line change-ups going into the next set after Rain getting that point. I think that they're going to re-strategize on the Venom side a little bit.
Yeah, I would say I'm seeing a lot more pressure from Rain, I believe, and they're very good at faking quite a bit, trying to get the Venom players to pre-dodge or flinch before taking that shot, setting each other up effectively, and it's definitely working out for them. If Venom can match that pressure, and you know, that's the only way to push back, really. Middle player there, Emily Dennis, a pickup on Venom based out of Ottawa, makes a play call, throws, and I think does not connect, correct?
Yeah, bird to throw coming up now on the Rain side. They go in there. Again, they're going for those guards. They seem to really favor that left guard position on the Venom team there. They seem to be throwing towards the left a lot on the Rain side. Oh. Bit of a...
Oh, so I was incorrect there. It's actually Michaela Piccati, number 34, who just got tagged out. The one earlier who almost made the face catch, so she is not the captain, it was somebody else.
I'm sure we'll see their jersey numbers come up when they switch sides at the half. They are very muted colors on top of black, so it's a little bit hard to read numbers, but we'll make do.
Dennis dodges in the middle and is able to get under the ball.
Pascal does get a nice clean shot in, taking out the player on Rain, or pardon me, on Venom. They were not expecting that one. A little bit of a sidewinder counter shot. A couple wide shots there going up after the team captain there. Wilkinson making that play call.
Misses high on Dennis again. Counters, does not connect. A lot of fakes here coming from Rain, as we've come to expect at this point.
Rain doing a pretty good job of holding the line against Venom. 4 players in. Again, huge shout out to the Dodgeball Saskatchewan program. I mean, they, especially against established teams like Ontario, you know, I think they started joining Dodgeball Canada like Saskatchewan did a little bit later on there, and their programs have just exploded, and they are looking so good. And it looks like there was a tap in the knees, loses control of the ball. Double checking something with Wilkinson, I believe. She is still
left
in.
Guard on. Oh, okay.
And they're saying go ahead and play on.
Dennis is still in.
She's still in, but the player on Venom did get hit out. So even though it's like, okay, you can come back in. Like, oh, well,
yeah.
you get the point anyway. So that's 2-0 now. Rain out of Saskatchewan currently in the lead. Again, that explosive dodgeball program has been paying off. They have been going hard to catch up with the rest of Canada, and it's been, honestly, they've been showing it off this tournament.
I was just going to say, it certainly shows. It certainly shows in this round robin game. 2-0 for Rain with, what, about 4 minutes left on the first half before we go to sudden death.
I think we have about that.
Venom throws 2 at the right wing of Rain, who was able to block it effectively. Becca Hessliger in the left wing there from Venom counters and is able to connect.
Play call being made now. Wilkinson in that, oh, sorry.
Rain throws 2, connects and eliminates the right wing of Venom. I'm seeing a lot more, I think, counters from, or defensive plays, if you will, from Venom, and less so from Rain. I believe they're more collecting the balls and going up as a team to execute an offense, which has been working out quite well for them.
A lot of aggression coming out of the Rain side. They are staying a little bit closer to that center line. They're trying to keep Venom pushed to the back line there. And then when they do come up, that Rain does manage to take those counter shots. See a play call being made now from that center player, Pascal, on the Rain side. coming in. They're making that play call and distributing it amongst the other players. And they do almost a full send, 2 balls over. They had 4 in hand. Love the aggressive stance and the guarding there. They were able to get that ball over on the Venom side. Absolutely great from footwork and just aggression.
Shot coming out of the wing of Venom, and return response from Rain, could not connect. Another shot coming from the middle this time. Another response, but blocked effectively by the right wing of Venom. Some good fakes there from Venom players as well. Fortunately, middle there, Emily Dennis caught in the middle of her fake. By a counter from Rain, gets eliminated. A couple exchanges here, does not connect. Oh, no, I was wrong. One of the Rain players gets eliminated. It's 3v2 right now in Venom's favor.
All right, so we still see the 3 players now on the line for Venom. We've got 2 from Rain. Pascal takes a shot, doesn't connect. They come up with the rush, trying to go for a counter shot there. Venom at the line now, going for Henschel on that guard position.
Takes out number 17 on Venom.
All right, 4 balls in hand now. Rain coming up to line, Burden to throw. Going for that one player, blocks it. Manages to get that second ball in hand, making that play call, coming up to the line now.
Just under a minute left until sudden death. Let's see if Venom can secure this point before going to,
Oh, great shot there, 1-2. Henschel sails it over right into the side. And then it's a 1v1, number 46 on the Venom side. Hannah Kaufman takes that counter shot as they were going in for a catch. That's gonna put first point now on the board for Venom, yeah.
And we are starting with balls in hand, going straight to sudden death, no blocking. At the end of this first half, round robin match between Rain and
they're letting them know they have motivation, no blocking. They have all the motivation. So he's, we can hear the coach from Rain telling them to keep their eyes sharp. That's 4 balls now, so Rain, Burden to throw, shot clock being called for them. We see them coming up to the line, ready to take those shots, going on the counters there.
Some quick exchanges, no casualties.
From either side. Nice tap in the feet.
4 balls on Rain, has Burden to throw. 1 player down. Let's see if they are able to respond, and they do connect with one of the Venom players, bring it to an even 5 versus 5 players left. Venom.
Nice windmill throw from the player on the Venom side, going after the Rain team.
Throwing 2 in the middle, and not at balls during sudden death, which is generally what people go for, expecting them to block.
Big catch from number 17. Unfortunately, I think another one does tap them out, but it's going to bring a player in now for Venom. They're going to keep that with a 4v4 situation. 4 balls in hand, Burden to throw on the Venom side, coming up to take the shots against Rain. They had 4 balls each. They do a couple of exchanges. We see number 24.
Some even trades
Yeah.
being done here. 3v3 players left on. Not anymore.
Tapping the legs there.
2 quick hits onto Venom players, taking them out, leaving. And another hit on the Rain side as well. So 2v1 now.
And there was a ball on the court, so they're calling for a reset.
Still a no blocking. Good dodges. Nice lateral and
getting down nice and low.
From
Great
number
movement.
88.
Great movement coming up to the line there. Jen Foley ready to take those counters. Foley with great athleticism. they definitely are a name in the Dodgeball Canada scene.
Able to get under another 2 throws there.
Yeah, they are going for a 1-2, and it's crossing the streams when they're throwing, getting down nice and low. Foley is on her A game.
Great dodges from Foley here, who loves whales. If I were Rain, I would throw a stagger or a trail, which is what they do. However, Foley able to get above them.
I think the shots, while they're staggering, they need to be a little bit quicker. It's more like a 1-2, not 1-2.
Yes.
Like
agreed,
bam,
absolutely.
bam.
Oh.
And that's what does it.
Just waiting for her to go for that ball in hand, and fires to take her down. 3-1 at the end of the first half for Rain. It's running clocks during round robin, so we've got just under 10 minutes left for the second half. Players are shaking hands and switching sides, and they'll line up right away. What do you think Venom should adjust on this second half? I think they should match. They should try to match.
Yeah, definitely match the energy.
Rain's pressure.
I think more counters. Because Rain is definitely getting a lot of those hits off of their counters. So I think if we see Venom start making a bunch of counters, that's going to throw Rain off.
Yeah, the risk is that is falling into chaos, and you know, you don't always come out on top, but Venom likes to throw 2 into left wing of Rain, does not connect, and the Rain player counters, is able to take one of Venom out, to your point.
Down into the knees, and they are calling it a hit there for Venom.
We do see Becca Elsliger left wing there on Venom, taking a counter, maybe taking your advice, unable to connect this time.
Jen Foley, definitely after her play during the no block situation, making themselves a target. Again, you know, a lot of that athleticism in there. Play call being made now.
Great pressure in the middle there from Venom.
Elsliger doing a great job of holding the line on the far guard position there for Venom, making those play calls. Rain coming in still with their full line of players, and a couple more get tapped out from the Venom side. Rain is bringing their A game today.
Good throw coming out of the middle of Rain, gets countered. Rain punishes the counter, bringing the player count down to 4v2 in their favor. A preemptive throw from Venom, unable to connect, and Rain able to eliminate both players on Venom. 4v1.
Yeah, Tajika being the last player out. Venom's calling a timeout right now.
I think a good choice on their side.
Yeah.
What do you think they're talking about?
I think they need to watch for those counters. I think they need to up the aggression. I think they need to. I think they need to keep their head in the game. Like I will say they're probably working on focusing, especially because it seems like Rain is getting in their head a little bit.
Absolutely. I think I'm seeing more shots connect from Rain as well. So on the Venom side, I think they need to dial it in a bit, you know, set their feet properly, and maybe the reason they're not letting off throws that are as good is because of that pressure from Rain, and the only way to push that back is to respond with equal or higher pressure. So let's see if they're able to do that.
I think we'll be able to see that. We've got 7 minutes left. You know, there is a good chance that they can get those 3 to 4 points needed to at least tie it up and potentially take a lead.
Start of the second half here. Burner on Rain to throw, does not connect. 4 balls on Venom. throws one. A little bit more conservative, but that leaves them with 3 balls on the counter attack.
Oh, Shishika with a block right into the leg of Anmoyet there.
You see that aggressive pressure from Rain, protecting the ball rolling towards them. Gives them forward to execute an offense. There's that. Go ahead.
I was going to say Elsiger getting nice and low, managing to avoid that shot and bring in that counter. Definitely a lot of energy on the counter is what we were trying to see from this team. Nice big pop block up there from Toth, the team captain, one of the team captains on Rain.
And good awareness, looking for that ball to see if she can make that pop-up catch before giving up right away, instead of giving up right away.
See the ball being thrown over back in the other courts. They had to stop play for a sec. They'll go on, and number 22 on the Rain side, that is Wyatt, being eliminated off of that block, going into the arm. Down to 3 for Rain, so Venom is slowly making their way through the lineup. And yeah, number 14, Andrea Brown, I believe. That's another elimination. Nope. Sorry, Jamie Pascal there. That was the player eliminated.
Venom with the upper hand in this match.
Yeah, Venom definitely making sure that they are not pulling any more punches this time. Nice big shot from the Rain player, but no hits made. Both players for the Rain side still managed to stay alive. They only have 2 left on the court. Venom still with their full lineup of 6. 5 minutes to go in this second half.
Rain has the points advantage, or score advantage, I should say, so they don't need to rush in this last 5 minutes of the second half in this game. Unlikely to throw more than 1 ball at a time, and gets a lucky bounce, able to eliminate 2 at the same time. With 4 in hand, and unlucky for Venom, there is a ball stuck near the center line where they cannot reach. In fact, Rain has 5 balls in hand right now, so they can throw 2 if they wanted to. Throws 1, 4 balls in hand, 2 players, still has the burden to throw. Venom takes the opportunity to counter, push him back, and grab that trapped ball near the center line. If I were the Rain players, I would just keep throwing 1 and use that full 10-second shot clock since the time is on their side. And if I were Venom, I would apply heavy pressure, try to get 2 balls if possible. If not, with 3 balls, I would put 2 on 1 player to try to get them out easier.
Absolutely love what Rain is doing right now. They're managing to hold the line. They are just, honestly, I love the fact that they are running the clock. Big block up, goes over the back line. Sajika going for that catch there. Toth blocking down. Looks like they were going to go for the counter. They decide not to at the last moment. Down to 3 players now for Venom. Nice sidewinder shot there from Toth.
Good.
Staying up at the line as they take that counter, and then they were going to try and go for the catch. It goes up and over into the sideline. We can hear them seeing, we hear with a little bit of the hustle with the arm movements.
Recognition that the time is not on their side and they need to apply
Elsiger
pressure.
with a nice block, and then Dennis with a big hit.
Brings it down to 1v1.
Up and not able to connect with it. It was still close to the side of the court, but it went over. The diving catch wouldn't have made it. They would have still had points of contact in the court, but it would have been a line out. So
good effort from Dennis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking for it, but
great strategic move, like very tactical. You want to be able to take those moments, especially because you want to get those points on the board, and that could have been a bit of a turning point for Venom, but I think they know what they need to do going into this. We've got 2.5 minutes left, and I think we're going to see a lot more aggression from the Venom side, but they are going to make sure they keep an eye on the Rain players for those preemptive kits, preemptive throws and counters.
Great returning pressure from Venom there. I would have liked to see that all game instead of in the last few minutes here. Nice shot from Dennis coming out the middle, tagging out number 5 on number 28 in the 5th position on Rain's side. Venom being aggressive, throwing 2 of 4 balls, getting out the left wing. Minute 40 seconds left in the second half. Returning counter from number 4 on Rain, effectively blocked by the right wing here on Venom. Big pressure in the middle from Emily Dennis on Venom. Let's see if Rain throws 1. Six players versus 4 on Rain with less than a minute left in the second half. Able to take out another Rain player there, 6v3. It's starting to look like, and another one.
Love that shot from Emily there. Was not expecting it, coming cross court there, goes for the block, goes wide right into number 55, Lecoir on the Rain side. Absolutely well done. Like at 25 seconds on the clock, this is going to go into no block very shortly. This could be a good chance because Venom still has all 6 players on the court. They whittled it down to 2 now for Rain. So I think this might be the chance where they're going to get that other point on the board. Again, we still are in round robin games at the moment, so you know, a win doesn't necessarily matter. It's just the points that you are getting out of the game that's going to position you for the playoff slot. So everyone is trying to get those points on the board for those premium slots.
Yes.
Now we're in that no block like we just talked about. So catches will still count. We'll see what happens on the Rain side. Venom with 4 players.
Couple exchanges, nothing connects there. Burden on Venom, more players.
And a ball.
With 3 balls.
Yeah, it was kind of hanging out on the back line there. They bring it over. Number 4, Pascal, managing to get out of the way of that shot.
Great lateral movement there. 4 balls from Rain. Emily Dennis goes for the trade and able to tag out Pascal, but survives herself.
I don't think there was a hit there. The refs were just kind of taking a moment to think about it. So it is still just Krekowicz left now for Rain. So Venom coming in hot. They're probably going to do a full send. Oh, and a catch and a hit. So they staggered the shots a little bit. Too much of a pause. It's going to bring Toth back in now for Rain. Down to 3 players for Venom. They only have 2 balls in hand. Amoyat takes a shot at Toth. Toth managing to avoid that one. I think they want to get ball control back before taking the shots on Toth. They want to have, I think they need those balls for a full send. Amoyat almost going out in the ball. Looked like they were going to go for a catch with ball in hand. Yes. You have to be very careful about that in the no block situation. Toth going for a shot there. Number 46 not happy about it. That's Hannah Kaufman.
It likes to express her passion by slamming a ball, which is
nice jump dodge from Toth.
Not as ill-advised, especially given that now the ball is not in the hands of your teammates. We still have 2v1 for Venom, able to connect
and get that hit. So that's going to send it now 2-5, or 5-2, I should say. Rain from Saskatchewan taking the win over Venom from Ontario.